Right, we're going to check our audio and video settings there. Check, check, microphone check, testing 1, 2. Right, we're going to check. There we go, my friends. We have audio and video settings. We are doing well today. Right, let's just set things up there. So, welcome back to the channel, my friends. As per the title, just going to do a little bit of a Sugarbeet harvesting today. We're on the base game map here on Elm Creek? Yeah, Elm Creek. Basically, I'm using a special edition of the in-game Rexar. So this is the base game Rexar, right? Okay, the Sugarbeet harvester. Basically, there's a modded version which has a very nice skin job, as you can see. Look. So it says Rexar 6300. It has the X. So basically, this was a paint job that was done in the real world for the Raw show, the Grimmy Raw show in 2021. So it was kind of a, as I said, just a reskinned or repainted thing that was done for the real world show, that type of thing. And we have it here as a mod. So I downloaded this mod. It looks really good. It's a really good skin job, paint job, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to be using this one to do a little bit of a Sugarbeet harvesting. Yeah, the log is clean on this one. The poly count on this thing is it's nearly 500,000 poly count. I'd be interested to see what the base game poly count is. It's probably quite high. Considering the level of detail that is on this particular mod, I'm not surprised that... There we go. That's it. That's what I'm looking for. So, wait a second. Unfold harvester, obviously. A lot of animations on this thing, look. Lot of detail, lot of animations. So it's really not surprising that this would be, the poly count would be like 500,000. There's a lot going on in this mod, So this is a base game Giants mod. All the sounds and everything that they put into this thing. You can obviously pipe out and that type of thing. So we'll put that on a worker. And we'll let him just do his thing for a while. And we'll see how it gets on. So as you can see here, my friends, this is the root crop cart that my games team is currently working on. So this is kind of a more advanced version, advanced build of the mod, compared to previous models. It's still not done. There are things to kind of test and iron out and add. We want to get a very high level of detail into the mod for the public release. So I have finally finished all the decal cleanup work on these decals. So these are all images, they're on a DDS or decal sheet. So I've done all the cleanup work on these. Everything is done. Most of the options on the mod are now in. There's still a few more to go. My games team is currently working on that. So there are some new features that are built into this mod that I haven't showed off previously, but I'm not going to go into too much detail about them. Basically I'm going to kind of wait until the the final version, as it were, to kind of discuss in detail. We'll go over from start to finish what was done and what was added. But yeah, I do still want the those hydraulic arms though. My games team on the cart here. I don't know if that's possible to do. So let me show you. Let me get another tractor. I'm kind of partial to this Magnum. So this is 435 horsepower. So you can put the crawler tracks version. You can. There's all sorts of. You can put twin wheels in this as well. You narrows. Okay. 3 meter standard. Wheel weights, wides plus weights. That's what I want. US version, and then we're going to go with the 980 kilogram front weight. So here is the base game Amity Tech beat card. Okay, no options with that one, as you can see. Here is our modded version. So we have now titled this mod by default is Ropa. So we kind of had a discussion about, what are we going to call the mod? So obviously we have a base game Amity Tech beat card. So we kind of discussed it, and we thought, what, there is no Ropa beat card available. And there's no modded version out for FS22 either. There is for 19, but not for 22. So basically, we settled on Ropa as the default brand and kind of look. So we have the Ropa root crop card. Now, obviously, in the real world, this is called the Ropa Big Bear. But there's a reason we call it the root crop card, because it, so the Big Bear in the real world would only do sugar beets. But this particular one here does sugar beets and potatoes. So it's a little bit, different. And, we've added our own kind of things to the mod to kind of make it different. You know what I mean? So I didn't want to call it the Big Bear. I think it just makes sense to have it its own kind of unique name. So as you can see here, look, it says brand. We have a picture then for Ropa, and then we hit picture for Amity. Right. So by default, it's Ropa skinned. Right. Mud flap at the back. Put your mud flap here at the bottom. Go back up here to the top, and you change it to Amity. So the Amity logo comes on the back here, and then back to Ropa. So that's your object change or decal switch, whatever you want to call that. Okay. So we'll go up the Amity. As I said, mud flaps, warning triangle. Once again, we'll show that off. Most of these options you've seen before, but these are kind of a little bit more kind of advanced in terms of making sure everything works correctly. Work lights do work now. Yeah, the lights actually, the light inside the cart is now, properly done and that type of thing. Side markers, you can put the side markers on the side here. The beacon lights, you can put the beacon lights on the back, yes or no. Okay. What else we have? We have the fire extinguisher at the front here. Okay, put that on and off as well. The ladder, so this is a new option that we've added. We have a ladder option. See that? So it puts a ladder on it, and it actually is on the inside as well. So you can see it there. So that's a brand new option that we've added to the mod. Trucktronics. Okay, so we have so this is a real world piece of equipment. This is basically a weight scale for trailers and auger wagons and that type of thing. As I said, it's a real world brand, and my games team modeled it in Blender to reflect the real world kind of model. So you can put it on the side here, right? So that basically, when you start filling your cart, an LED display will come on and illuminate, and it'll show you it'll show you the capacity of what's in the cart. So that's an object change there on and off, and it has that the brand is in there as well for Trucktronics. Capacity alarm, this is a brand new option as well that we built into the mod. My games team designed this in Blender. The beacon light was designed in Blender. So this is a special beacon light that has been designed specifically for this particular mod here. So I'll show you the functionality of that particular beacon light once we get into the kind of the game. Grid color. So you can see here the grid here on the front is Ropa yellow. You can change it to Amity Tech red. Okay. You can change it to black, or you could change it to silver scratched. So we'll just leave it on silver scratched. License plate at the back here. Okay, as per normal. Now we have added the license plate lights. So these are to illuminate the license plate at nighttime. That is now in. Wait, what's going on here? Oh shite. Okay. Right, so let's pipe out. So let me give you an example of what you're going to be doing with the Sugarbeet cart here. Okay, so this holds sugar beets and potatoes by default. So What you need to do, my friends, to fill the cart, you need to unfold it. So unfold auger wagon. Let me turn off the sounds here so you can hear this. So the sound schemes are all in now, and they're all timed perfectly. So the folding and unfolding action has its own sound scheme. You can listen to this now. Okay, and we'll fold it again. Right, so let me demonstrate one of the things that my games team has built into the mod. You cannot fill the Sugarbeet cart in this folded position. Right, so watch what happens. So if I pull up beside it, okay. So obviously that isn't filling. So what you need to do is you need to unfold the cart. It has to be fully unfolded before it'll trigger. There you go, look. So she fills up with the stuff. Okay. So here's another safety feature that we've built into the mod as well. Let me just demonstrate this. Stop engine here. So if I try to fold the auger here now, you'll get a warning. Folding is not allowed while the tool is filled. So that's a kind of a realistic thing, because you know, you know, in the real world, if you were to fill this cart with sugar beets or potatoes, right, and you folded this auger here, it would be crushing the potatoes, you know what I mean? You know, it would be, because when this thing is fully folded, it goes inside the bloody cart here. So just to make it realistic, we set it up so you can't fill, or you can't fold the pipe once there's crop in it, you know. So you can pipe out, obviously, and that has its own sound scheme as well. Okay, and you can obviously pipe in. Alright, so the timings are all correct now and the sound schemes are in. You can also obviously manually adjust this as well. Right, with your keyboard and mouse or Xbox controller, right? Right, you can move the nozzle up and down. Okay, pipe in again. So all of the sound schemes are now, you know, all in. So the cart here is fully functional. So we have the light split. We have the lights at the back, so that will illuminate at night time. You know, so you can see your your license plate. Beacon lights. Okay. You have your hazard lights, all fully functional. Left and right. Okay. Go to night time. So we're just going to demonstrate things. So that's what it looks like at night time. Okay, you can see that your license plate is illuminated. You have your side markers, you have your lights here. Everything works. Lights here, lights at the back. Red lights obviously reflecting on the ground as they should be. Reverse lights reflect on the ground. Brake lights reflect on the ground. Your left and right, so they also reflect on the ground as well. Okay, so basically the lights are fully functional. That's kind of the point, right? And that's kind of what the lights look like, the beacon lights at night time. So it's very blingy. I think it looks great, this thing, you know, it really does look good. So that's kind of that. We'll go back to the daytime now. And yeah, I think we'll just continue harvesting now. So the progress on the mod is going very well, but you know, there are still more things to do. You know, it's not it's certainly not ready yet. But yeah, I really like this Rexor. It's got a really good paint job on this thing. So I got this mod from the quote-unquote dodgy websites. So the log is clean in this thing, so yeah, it works perfectly. So it's the base game, you know, Grimmy 6300, but it's just been reskinned, you know. So that is what we're working on at the moment, my friends, is the cart here. Right? So we've done a lot of work that most people won't even notice or care about. Let me give you an example. Right, watch this. So if I zoom in here, right? So I don't know if you can see that. Basically, there's a PTO that we added a metallic PTO. So basically, when you turn on the PTO, the metallic shaft will spin. You can see it there. Look, right? So that spins, obviously to turn the belts, you know, that type of thing. So we added that into the mod. That wasn't there originally. We've done a lot of work on the XML. We've done a lot of work on the i3D. We basically the mod is basically being rebuilt at this point, you know. So some of the stuff that we've done, we've added these metallic boards here. See these? 2 metallic boards here. We've added more reflectors. See the orange reflectors? Okay. We repositioned the PTO shaft here. Right, so it looks a lot better. Obviously, as I said previous video, we have an electrical connection point. We have the ladder that's been added. Look, we have fresh decals that have been added all around. So there's all new decals. Orange reflectors have been added. What else is there? All the decals have been fully cleaned up and modernized, and they look really, really good quality now. As I said, the license plate is in, which wasn't there before. Beacon lights, new beacon lights. We fixed all of the lights, so all the lights have been fixed because they were broken on the original mod. These pieces here for the license plate illumination, they were added as well. Did work on the crawler to make sure that it was working properly. Done a lot of work on the you know, the XML has basically been rebuilt or, you know, redone from scratch. So there was a lot of work done on the mod here. So if I can get inside, can I? Oh, destroying my crops, god damn it. So let me show you the Trucktronics here at the side. So this is the Trucktronics here, right? So it shows you the capacity of your Sugarbeet cart. So it's 8,827 litres at the moment, and there's obviously a maximum capacity of 48,000 litres. So this is based on a real-world brand and scale. So my games team, he built this from scratch in Blender, with all the connection points and the cabling and the display and everything. And then we have the beacon light here. So this is a special beacon light that has been designed from scratch in Blender. So basically what happens is when your Sugarbeet cart is full, the beacon light here will come on. It'll flash, you know, to alert, you know, the tractor driver or signal to other machines in the field that your you know, your cart is full. So a trailer, you know, you'd signal to the other farmers or tractor drivers that, you know, your beet cart is full, it needs to be emptied. They'd obviously drive up beside you and empty your cart. So we have work lights here. So these work lights will illuminate the inside of the cart here. There's 2 of them. So there's one here, as you can see, and there's one on the other side, and we've angled them to cover the interior of the beet cart here. Another feature that we built into the mod is there's a beep signal. I'm sure you've seen harvesters where they, you know, at 80% capacity, they will start to beep, you know, to alert the driver that, you know, he's reached a certain fill level. So basically, it's the same principle. When you get to, I'm not quite sure of the number. So I have to figure out the percentage, but it's something like between 80 and 86%, something like that. It'll actually, the sound will actually beep to alert you that you're at a you know, 80% capacity or whatever, you know. So that's kind of what we're working on at the moment, my friend. This will be the next mod from my games team. He has other mods out. He's been converting mods from Farming Simulator 19 to 22. They are currently available on his website, which is mods.mygamesteam.com. So if you want to go and check that out, he's got quite a few mods. 4 or 5 mods he's put out in the last week or so. If you want to go check those out. I do have some of them installed, for example. Let me give you an example of one of the mods that he has put out. So this is a mod from Farming Simulator 19. Originally, he's converted it to 22. The Wilson trailer is a Silver Star. This is a horse trailer. Not quite sure how many horses it holds. So you have some options. You have body color, you have colored, you have textured. So it's got this kind of textured skin in it, as you can see. Look at that. Look. That's an interesting design that I've not seen previously. Not quite sure how to describe that. And then you have color options. So you can change kind of the main color of this thing to various shades of, some are metallic and aged. This is a ruby red. There's all different type of material, material colors and that type of thing. So I kind of like the metallic. I think that one is quite nice. You have rim colors then, so that you have your, I guess your chrome, silver, white, and black. So you have a choice of whatever you want. The log is clean on that one as well. So that's the horse trailer. This obviously will require a dolly. Although we could probably just get a truck. And it will do the perform the same function. Quite large, as you can see. You can obviously hook up a dolly to this. Attach it to your tractor. High level of detail on this mod, obviously. Your connection hoses, hydraulics, electrics. You have this beautiful paint job. Look at that. It's kind of a metallic look. All the decaling, the warning signs, that type of thing. I don't know if this has simple IC or not. I wonder, does it have simple IC? I'm getting no triggers. How the hell do you open this thing? Is there a trigger for this? Not getting anything, not getting any IC trigger. So how do I open this thing? Oh, what the hell? No, I get no options in this thing. So I guess we're gonna have to go up to the animal dealer and see what's what. I guess. As far as I know, this is a horse trailer. I mean, it says it's a horse trailer. Don't know how many horses it. Ooh, that's a lot of lights. Holy crap! You've got side markers on the side and the bottom. So there's different levels on this thing. Look, so there's a top level and there's a bottom level. So I'm not quite sure how many horses it can hold. We're going to have to put it on a paddock though. Is there anything else in this thing? Got the flashers, obviously. So yeah, there's a lot of lights in this thing. So it's kind of the interior of this thing here. Go inside. It has decals on the inside as well, look. Alright, so we're coming up to the animal dealer here. As far as I know, I have to get a put the whoa. down the horse paddock because it won't allow me to fill it otherwise. And you can also observe my excellent driving skills at the same time. Best driver in Farmson. At least that's what I like to tell myself. So yeah, it is horsies. There you go. Let's put some horsies into this thing. Oh, I need to put down the paddock first, don't I? Hold on a second. I need to put down the paddock. Construction. Animals. Horsies. We'll get the... So now we need to go back down into our area. Could I just buy a field here? Let's just buy a field here. What field is this? Let's just buy a damn field close to that area. Where the hell am I? So there should be one here, right? 25. Okay. Construction. Where's field 25? This one here. Animals. Horsies. There we go. So now we should be able to fill this thing. So we can put in maybe chestnuts, pintos, palomino. I don't know. God damn it. Let's go with that one. Pinto. So we select 12. Is that the maximum we can put in this thing? Looks like it. Where's our horsies? Wait, what? Hold on a second. What the hell happened there? Where the hell is my horsies? The hell? I suppose we can take them out of the paddock that I just put down. Whoa, whoa! Holy buckets. Lord of mercy. Oh, god damn it, we got that flickering again. God damn it, Giants. I really wish they would fix this flickering shit. It's an absolute pain in the ass. Right, now open dialogue. No. So what? No. How do I what am? Wait, what? How do I? Hold on a second. It's been a long, long time since I've bloody. How do I? How do I put the bloody the thingy on this thing? Oh, so there is. Hold on a second. So they're saying there's 12 horses in this thing. Where's my horses in the back of this? Oh, they are in here. Wait. Oh, they're at the bottom. Oh, I see. Okay, hold on a second. So they are in here. So we have 2, 4, 6. Yeah, so yeah, 12 horses. And they're actually positioned quite well. Look, so there's good spacing between them as well. You know, there's not like 1,000 horses in here. You know, so that's not too bad the way he has that set up there. Okay, that's fine. I was wondering there what the hell was going on. Right, so we can move them in. Select. So how do I get this thing to bloody? I want to select these all at once. Can you not select these all at once? This seems like a pain in the ass. Why can you not select? Why won't it allow me to? I don't know. I don't understand this. No, not move to trailer. I want to move it to back. Back. Select. Move to husbandry. Yes. Move to husbandry. Yes. Okay, so there should be 1, 2, 3, 4. There should be 5 inside in the trailer now. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, so this trailer works. So it holds 12 horses, and it's realistic. You know, they're not all jammed in there. You know, it's not like 10,000 horses in the back of this thing. So I'm pretty happy with that one. And we have our horses here. Oh, looking very, very nice. And yeah, so look, it works. That's the main thing. So that is the new mod that is out from today from my game Steam. The horse trailer, Wilson horse trailer. It's very nice. It's good quality. No errors in the log, and it works. And that's always a bonus when you have mods, that they actually work. So we're almost full here, my friends, as you can see. Let's empty our Sugarbeet cart here. So as you can see, we are getting that tree flickering bullshit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So, as you can see here, we'll watch this, and we'll watch the counter go up, and we'll wait for the beacon to go on and the beep sound. As you can see here, my friends, look, the trailer is rocking and rolling. Look, it's wobbling from side to side. That is a there you go. So the beep went off, as you can see, and then the light comes on here, look. So that's a visual representation that you have a full cart of 48,000 litres. You can detach the tractor here, and the light will go off, and the trucktronics will go off as well. Okay, you reattach again, comes back on. So we have found a little bit of an issue, and this issue is not related to the mod, it is related to Giants and Giants engine. So let me demonstrate for you what the issue is. So you can see the beacon light here is on currently, flashing. If I turn the engine off, the beacon light continues to flash. If I detach, it goes off. So there's an issue there, and unfortunately, my game team hasn't found a way to resolve it. Basically, this is a Giants engine issue. So if you turn off your tractor, the beacon light will stay on. So just to be aware of that. All right. So we've made a note of it in the mod description. So we have there's a section in the mod description, kind of, you know, notes for people, you know. And we've described this particular issue so people are aware of it. The wobbling of the you know, when you're filling the cart, the wobbling, that's another Giants phenomenon. It's nothing to do with the mod itself. A lot of other trailers and auger wagons will wobble, you know, as they are being filled, you know. And it'll also wobble when you're sometimes when you're unloading, because the PTO is spinning and that type of thing. So just to be aware of that. So you can unload, obviously. You can move the auger up and down. You can move the nozzle up and down as well. Okay. So the you can see the kind of the empty. So you can see the PTO is spinning here. Let me show you this. So look, you can actually see that the PTO is moving. See that there? Look, it's spinning. Look. So that PTO movement is actually causing the you know, the wobbling effect. And you can see that the shaft actually stopped spinning there. If I detach this here, so we can actually show you what that is. So inside here, right? So you have your PTO here. So there's a metallic piece that's inside this part here. Now you can't see it obviously because the PTO is connected. But you know, there's a piece that we added in here. It wasn't on the original FS19 mod. Another thing we added here, we added reflectors. We have white round reflectors here, look, on both sides, right? There are round reflectors then on the back here, look. So we have one here. And we have one here. So there's a lot of level of detail that has gone into the mod to modernize it and make it look as high quality as possible. But we're not finished yet though. There are other things that we're going to be doing with the mod, and My Games team is working on those features as we speak, but they're not implemented into this particular build of the mod yet. But the final public version will have everything, obviously, you know, in it, you know, and ready. But yeah, so yeah, it's going to be the by default it's going to be the Ropa root crop cart. And as I said, you know, there is nothing, you know, we don't have a Ropa branded Sugarbeet cart or potato cart as a available mod for FS22. So that's why we decided to go with Ropa. So that's that. Let me quickly show you the JCB modified version of the JCB. This is a obviously the JCB, a base game JCB 4220. It has been reskinned, repainted, and modified into a shootler fast track. So there is a mod on the mod hub for a shootler tractor, which was a Giants mod. And basically someone has modified this tractor here with kind of the shootler colors, and he's done a good job with it. It looks really, really nice. So you can put on a front loader attacher. You have narrow tires. I think it looks really, really good with the narrows. The only thing I think is missing from this tractor is the fact that it hasn't got dual narrows. But that should be possible, you know. But he's done a good job. I like the colorizing that he's done in the color scheme. But yeah, I do think that he should have put dual narrows on this thing. So he's put new beacon lights on this thing as well. I do like those beacon lights. Where did he get those beacon lights from, I wonder? Are they in the base game asset? I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that one to see where he got those. There are no light nodes for the license plate. Look at that, look. So the license plate is not illuminated. That's interesting. That is easy to add. That's not an issue. We have our license plate at the front as well. So he's made these are kind of the shootler colors. This is kind of a I guess a silver, metallic silver color, and he's redone the decals and that type of thing. I think it's a really, really nice paint job that he's done on this thing, you know. You have the interior here. Getting a bit of input lag there as the textures load in. Just take a look around here. I don't know if this has any specialized features. Don't know if it has any simple IC or anything like that. It doesn't look like it. So, you know, it's basically just a reskinned JCB 4220. But I think it looks really nice. I like the beacons. Gonna have to see where you got those beacon lights from. Are they in the base game or whatever? And she's a fast boy. 40 mph. All-wheel drive. Log is clean. No errors in the log. I don't remember the modders' names. You know, didn't pay too much attention to you know, who actually, you know, in the credits or anything. Yeah, I think it looks really, really cool. So if you just want something a little bit different, you know, a bit of a paint job and just a different looking, you know, JCB, I think this is good. It looks really, really good, you know. So this particular mod here is available from the quote-unquote dodgy websites. So want to check it out. What else do we have? I want to show you this. So basically, this is the base game Volvo Crabat or Crabat, the T425. This is a heavily modified version. So someone brought out a modded version where basically he's added some simple IC functionality into the mod, right? I had another modded version myself that I did. Well, basically, it was a kind of a Frankenstein mod. So there are several different versions of this particular tractor out there in the quote-unquote dodgy websites. What I did was I combined all of the kind of the features and functionality and options into one single mod. Right, and I did the same again with this particular mod, you know. So, for example, in one of the modded versions, there was a kind of an engine option, so it was tuned, right? So you can change the horsepower from 32 MP or 32 horsepower to 48, right? Okay. So that type of thing. There was, I think there's something else as well. It also changes the speed. So the base game speed would be 18 mph. The tuned version is 24 mph. That type of thing. Wheel brands. So like there's new wheel brands now, or wheel options. So we have the BKT and we have a wide version of that, right? Okay. Then there's more versions, obviously. We have a Trelleborg, Continental, Nokian, Vredstein, and then back to BKT, right? So I like the kind of the chunky ones. So this is kind of a this option here, you know, it's kind of available from the Giants version as well. This is not new. So you can change the design from Volvo Crabat to Bollender Munkenthal. So it changes the decals and it changes the logo on the front there. Okay. Roll bar. I did this myself, added this myself. So roll bar option. So the prefab from the mod hub, I just added it in Giants Editor. Very, very easy. Alright, so that's that one. Seat cover. So again, one of the modded versions had a seat cover. Right, so that adds that there. So basically, I integrated that into the mod. Right, another version of the mod. Then he's put a grill on the front here, kind of a mesh grill. So I've integrated that into the mod as well. Right, and then I've added the kind of these are Volvo colors that are in the color XML. So there's an XML in the folders, you know, the system files for Farming Simulator. Gives all the color codes, you know. So these are all official Giants color codes for Volvo. All right, so you have default, Volvo red 2, yellow, another kind of a mustard yellow. You have that one, the green. So these are all official Giants colors. And you have that one there, right? Okay. So, and then you can change the rim colors, and you have the same options basically, right? So you can kind of change it like that. So if you wanted to go with something like that, for example, the license plate then obviously, right? So you can put the license plate on the front and the back, right? Now another thing that one of the modders did is he's put a rear light here at the back, right? So that's not part of the original mod, so I integrated that feature into it as well. So what you have here is the most kind of modified and complete version of the Volvo Crabat that's out there, because I've combined 6 mods into one single mod, and I've done my own thing with it as well. So for example, as you can see here, look, this is simple IC. The way the modder had this done, so for example, for whatever reason, he decided not to have the front license plate on this, right? I didn't understand why, so I added it back in, and what I was able to mess with the XML, so basically I can do this now, right? So you can see that there. Let me kind of getting a bit closer here. Right, so there's an object change here, right? It removes the license plate, it removes the lights, and it removes the front grille, right? So you can kind of see the inside of it, right? So that's IC. So he's added an animation here for this, the hood or slash bonnet, right? So you can open and close this. Now the only disappointing thing is there's no sound associated with that, the opening and closing action, you know. That should be easy to add though, because obviously my game Steam did that with the Porsche Diesel, and he did it with the John Deere Land 710. So I could basically just copy and paste the XML and kind of get that sound in there. Right. I made some adjustments to some of the material types on these engine parts. Right. So I changed. See this part here? I've changed this to kind of a metallic color. So I've made my own kind of modifications to some of the material colors and that type of thing on this mod. So it is a kind of the most complete version of the mod that's available out there, but it's private. So, you know, I don't have permission from the 5 or 6 different modders who've done this, you know, done these kind of mods to, you know. So what I've done is, this is my own kind of private version of the mod for my own personal use. So, you know, I Frankensteined everything into one single thing. So you can see the light here, look. And I've changed the color to the old xenon yellow color. So this is 24 mph. Got the fat tires. So there you go, you can see the old xenon yellow color. Now obviously there is light coming out at the front, even though the grill piece here is, but if I can just put it back on, look, so something like that. So I think this is an awesome mod. You know, I think this is you know, this is an excellent mod. You know, I kind of thought about giving this to my games team to modify it, but you know, I don't know. We've done it. You know, we've already done a couple of these old classic tractors. You know, I mean, how many times can you repeat yourself? You know what I mean? We did it with the Porsche Diesel. We did it with the John Deere Land 710. You know, you'd just kind of be repeating yourself after a while. You know, I just thought it'd be, you know, just to do something different. You know, I do love the animation on the you know, the shaking animation, and the fan spins. The fan spins as well, look, and the belts are animated as well. So yeah, this is a really nice mod though. I'm very happy with the kind of the what other modders have done with this, you know. So as I said, this is my own kind of private Frankenstein version. This is basically 6 mods that have been combined into one mod, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm very happy with it. It's a really nice 3D model as well, you know. Giants did a very good job with it. What else do we have? This is another mod here if you want to take a look at this one. The Kubota U48, based on a real world piece of equipment, obviously. This is a compact excavator. You can put various beacon light options on this thing. I personally think he's gone a little bit overboard with the beacon light options. I would have just kind of left it with that one. Beacon light 9. It's kind of one of my favorite beacon lights. 4 mph, 5.9 tons, 50 liters. Kubota. That was a bit laggy here. We get buckets with it. 3 different types. Heavy bucket. There's a bit of an issue there, as you can see. Look, it's kind of clipping into the ground. Look. You can change the color of it. Or the things on the front, whatever you call it. Get this one as well. So, you know, they're a little bit glitchy, as you can see. Look, they're not. That's probably a collisions thing. I don't think the collisions are set right in this. 350 liters for this. 600 liters, 570. Not a huge capacity, but, you know, they would be like that in the real world. There's an issue with the mirrors. And it's getting a little bit laggy, as you can see, look. Not quite sure what that is. The mirrors are not done correctly. You can see the way they're set there, look. See the way they're set? So the mirror kind of image or decal is not set properly. It's not flush, look. So yeah, this is generating some stuttering, this mod. I wonder what's going on there. I also don't like the way the modder has set the textures on this. So he's kind of set the textures here to kind of a flat, matte color. On the orange parts, I think these should be glossy. He's also done it on here as well, look. So this is kind of an old 3D model. I think this is from Farming Simulator 17. There are no errors in the log, but I found the mod a bit glitchy, if that makes sense. You know, it's not generating errors, but the mod is a little bit glitchy. Beacon light works. 2 stages of lights. Let's see what a light illuminates here. So we have one there, and then we have that one there. He has no sounds with this action, the spinning action. There should be a sound scheme associated with that. I don't hear any sound scheme associated with the hydraulics, you know, the opening and closing of the arms, that type of thing. You know, the hydraulic ram sounds and that type of thing. There's no sound scheme whatsoever on this entire thing. So that would need to be added. You know, all these actions should have their own individual sound scheme associated with them. Let me see how this pickup head works here. There we go. So that's the correct position. Quite slow, 4 mph, but it's like that in the real world. You know, these are not fast machines by any stretch of the imagination. I'm in the wrong position, so there's obviously a way to connect these. So it's this direction you need to go. There we go, look, you get the trigger. And that's your bucket there. So let me tell you, there is a so this particular not this mod, right? Just to be aware, not this mod, but there is another modded version of this Kubota U48. It's on the testing list, right? So it's a different modder and different 3D model. So obviously, if that is officially released on the Giants Mod Hub, it has to be perfect. You know what I mean? So all the sound schemes and everything will be in there. You know. So what I would do, I would probably wait for the official Giants mod hub version of this mod, you know, or the model as it were. But it's been done by somebody else, and it's a different 3D model. But it's very nice, you know. It's not bad. It's lacking a lot of detail. You know, there's not much in here. I mean, in the real world, there would be like a monitor screen and that type of thing, you know. And the seat would have suspension, you know. And there's no pedals on the ground either, you know, that type of thing. So it's lacking quite a bit of detail in terms of the interior cab, you know. This is, the mirrors are all broken. They're not, you know, there's no mirror on the back here. So there's a mirror holder here, but there's no mirror glass, you know, glass in it. The mirrors here are completely wonky as well. So, you know, there's a lot of little issues with the mod that stops it from being a, you know, like a 5-star mod, if you put it like that, you know. Just little things that need fixing. But there's nothing really there that is unfixable, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? You could fix all these little issues. But, you know, I personally think it would be better just to wait for the official mod hub version. You know, it's on the testing list. God knows when Giants will get around to actually, you know, testing it and releasing it, you know. But hopefully we get it for all platforms as well, you know, not just for PC. So, you know, there is a question, you know, as to what the hell you would use something like this for. I mean, for farming purposes, it's got limited functionality because the buckets are very small. You know, you can't hold much in these buckets. For role play purposes and mining and construction purposes, I think it has a lot of potential and a lot of use, you know. But for farming situations, you know, you will, in the real world, you will see farms. I've seen farms in Ireland who do use Kubota equipment, you know, compact excavators for a variety of jobs, digging ditches, that type of thing, you know what I mean. So you will see compact excavators on farms, certainly in Ireland. And they are very, very popular in construction sites, obviously, you know. But it's a nice little mod. It's just that, you know, oh, it does have simple IC. Oh, look at this. Oh, well, color me happy. I did not know it had simple IC. It does, look. So, I mean, now that I know this, another thing I noticed, the door swing animation is too fast. You know, I'd slow that down a little bit, right? And I'd also add sounds for the opening and closing of the door. You know what I mean? That's another thing the modder could add, you know. Got the Kubota logo there and kind of a... it does look like there is a mesh inside here. Yeah, there is. There's an open space inside. You can, I don't know, you can actually see that there's nothing. You can actually see the sky. Look at that. So you can't see this part here, right? So as I say, if you look inside, look, you can actually see you can see the sky. See that? So there's nothing like visible. It's like it's missing this top part. I know there's a word for that, but I can't quite think of it. I want to check out this thing here. There seems to be. I wonder, can you move this front part here? This piece. Fold, type description, unfold. What is that doing? I don't know what that is. What is it doing? Oh, the camera position, or the position of the driver here, needs adjustment. Look at that, look. He's too close to the seat there. So we've got fold, type description, and unfold, but what is it actually doing? What is this function? I don't see any function to this thing. The driver's arms are not positioned correctly. He's too far back in the seat. Look. And so his hands are not actually attached to the two joysticks because he's too far back in the seat. You see that? So the driver position sitting on the seat would have to be adjusted. So there's something here, but there's no, I don't see any function. So you can swap apparently between the front and rear. So that's that. Oh, hold on a second. Hold the phone. Can you tilt this to the side? You can. Oh, that is interesting. I have not seen that function before. Look at that. You can tip this to the left and right. Look at that. Look. That's fascinating. I didn't even think that was a thing. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So this is crane axis. So you can move this up and down. Okay. Let's see what else is here. Up and down. Okay. So I thought there might have been another function to it there. It does have collisions, obviously. So it doesn't have any sounds associated with this either, you know. So the entire mod basically has no sound scheme. That would need to be added. So yeah, he's got some various different functionality built into this thing, but it needs work to more kind of, you know, clearly define this stuff for people, you know. Well, you know, I said I thought I'd bring it to people's attention. You know, without delving kind of too deeply into it, you know, I think it's a good mod. It has a lot of potential. I think it can be fixed. With a little bit of work, it could be fixed up, no problem, you know. But in its current state, I don't know. As I said, I personally, I recommend to people just to wait for the mod, the official mod hub version, because someone else is doing the U48, but it's a different 3D model, a different modder who's doing it. That's kind of my opinion of that one. This is another mod pack that came out on the quote-unquote dodgy websites. This is the Rossel Mash pack. I've already checked this one. So we're getting the exhaust extension error. That is an error with the exhaust extension mod. It is not the mod itself. I've mentioned this many times that the exhaust extension mod uses a custom shader that is incompatible with console. Now it is obviously only available for PC, so that error can be ignored. But it would be nice if the modder was to fix the error. But yeah, so this is a modified version of the Farming Simulator 19 Giants mod, the Rossel Mash Torum 770. He's done a bit of a skin job, a paint job, as you can see. Look, he's colored he's added tracks to it. He's painted the tracks, as you can see. He's painted the body of the Torum as well. He's added some, you know, new kind of color options, that type of thing, new wheel options. So, for example, on the trailer board, we get crawler track, we get standard wheels. So this is what the Giants mod version would have looked like with the wheels. He's added a very nice crawler version. Mitas, Michelin, and then Trelleborg. So not a huge amount of wheel options. I would definitely go for that one because I think it looks freaking awesome. Main colors. I don't agree with this on this type of mod. I would prefer it if just the base colors were used. But if you wanted to, you can change it, the colors on this thing. Look. Design color, you can change the colors as well. Alright. And then the rim colors. So you get the idea there, look, of what you can kind of do. But I think the kind of the default kind of scheme looks fantastic, just like that. You get the head with that as well. Right? I don't think he's actually done anything in terms of the paint job on this. It looks identical to the, you know, the Giant's default version from 19. So yeah, a very, very nice paint job. So he's done it, you know, painted the wheels, he's put this RSM. He's done a nice job on the paint scheme here, look. Changed it up from the kind of the default Giants version. He's obviously done the conversion from 19 to 22. The log is clean. So there's a sound scheme associated with this folding and unfolding action, including the ladder. It's not very loud though, but it is there. So he's added, it looks like he's added some warning decals to the front here, maybe some lights. So he's changed up all the kind of the colors and that type of thing. So she's got beacon there. Oh, where's the beacon on the back? Oh, hold on a second. In FS19, there was a beacon on the back of this thing. Why does this not have a beacon on the back? Jump. See, there was a beacon here, look. It's missing. Where is my beacon? Bloody hell. I don't know. That's what he's chosen to do, I guess. He's only put one beacon on this thing. I mean, I would have put 3. I would have put 1, 2, and then 1 at the back. That's just me. .26 mph. I think he's increased the speed of this harvester. I don't believe this was 26 mph in the 19 version. I could be wrong. I think it was about 21 mph, maybe even 18. So maybe he's increased the speed of this thing. So that's good. She hooks up. Look, she's properly connected. The hoses hook up as well, look. That's nice. You don't often see that on harvester heads. You know, a lot of mods, you will see this connection point is not, you know, the points are there, but the cabling is not there. If that makes sense. So that's very nice. Let's check the interior on this thing. So he's done a bit of a job on the interior is what it looks like. RSM. Oh, he's changed the color of the seat there, look. So he's put a fair amount of work into it, you know. I don't know if this is any simple IC or anything. It does not. I don't know if it has any additional functionality that I'm not aware of. You're going to get your usual standard functions, you know, with the there's no sound scheme associated with this, so the, you know, the in-out actions, look, so these are all obviously hydraulic driven. All these movements should have their own sound scheme, you know. So what you could do is, once again, you could copy the, you know, the XML settings or the XML sound scheme from another mod. For example, let me show you. Let's see if this has it. This is a base game one. This one has it. You could copy its XML entries for the sounds. See, it does, look. See the difference? Now, you probably can't hear that very well, but there is there's sounds associated with these actions. So, what you could do is, you could go to where this particular, the folder where this is located, and you could copy the sound scheme settings in the XML and put it on the the other header. But overall, I like what I see here. I think it's a great paint job. Really, really nice. I mean, without having tested it fully, I don't think there's any crops or anything that's ready to go or anything. Let's just see if there's anything ready. So there's one down here on field 75. What's this? Let's give myself some money here. So we'll just quickly test this out. Smitty, how are you, sir? How are things? Thank you for tuning in, my friend. Appreciate that. Hope you're doing well, sir. So if you don't know, my friends, Mr. Smitty, Smitty World TV, he is a streamer on Twitch, and he has been very kindly helping test the Ropa cart. Yes, Smitty, we have decided to call it Ropa instead of Amititech. So yeah, he streams on Twitch, and I want to go check him out. Do you want to post? I'll make you a moderator. I'll make you a moderator, Smitty, and you can add your link, your Twitch channel link, if you want to. So where's this crop? Let's check the basic functions. Make sure everything's working, Let's go to nighttime actually, and I want to see what the lights look like at nighttime, just to make sure everything is working. So the red lights are reflecting on the ground. Let's see if they're the other one. The reverse lights work. Yeah, so everything works in this thing. Oh, that is nice. Look at those. That is nice. Left and right. So we have 1, 2, 3. Pipe out. Does the pipe have a light? I'd probably add a light on this pipe. Just like a... that should be fairly easy to do. Again, I would have added 3 beacon lights, or even 2. Just one here, and then there's a point here at the back as well for it. Let's go back here. Let's see what it looks like in cab. So that's illuminated. Is there any light inside the cab? No. So for a harvester, it's a pretty basic setup. It's only got one monitor, Normally you'd see harvesters, they'd have 3 or 4 bloody screens, It's like a space station inside the bloody thing. do a little bit of parsing to test it to make sure it works, you know. I don't know what the capacity of this thing is either. So we'll just stick that on the worker. So yeah, we're just looking at a few mods here, Smitty. So this is the skin. Remember I sent you this mod? This is the Rexar, you know, the Rosho version. Look at the skin job in this. Isn't that awesome? Look at that, look. Beautiful skin job, look. So this is not something that was made up, you know. This was done for a show, you know, in 2021. You know, a paint job that was done in the real world. And so yeah, we were doing a little bit of sugar beets there. Oh, yeah, I sent you. I think I sent you another zip file, didn't I, or something? Yeah, so there's got to be fresh collisions. So, you know, that won't... see the way the little crop was coming out of the side there? You know, we have to put fresh collisions on the entire mod. You know, before it's, you know, the public release. So there's still work to do on the you know, the cart. You know, it's progressing very, very well. There's still work to do. Because, you know, you're basically rebuilding the cart from scratch. You know, you're rewriting the XML from scratch. You're rebuilding the i3D from scratch. So so look at this one, Smitty. Look. So this is the so my games team designed this in Blender. Look. So this is the new you know, the cart full alert thingy. You know, light comes on when it hits 48,000 liters. Right. So he's designed this from scratch in Blender. As I said, we have the ladder. So we have that now as an option. We have a lot more decals on this thing. Warning stripes, warning decals. We obviously have the, you've seen this, the Tektronic before. So he's, I've cleaned up all the decals now. All the decals are done. So there's a few more options to go into the mod. It's not done. We fixed the lights, so the you know, the cart is illuminated at nighttime internally. Okay. So you can actually see the crop inside now. So it illuminates the inside at nighttime. So that kind of what it looks like there. Look. And so that's kind of what the lights look like and everything. So yeah, so that thing. Do you remember on your live stream this morning, Smitty? Do you remember where you were showing off that little issue? We have fixed it. I'll tell you how we fixed it and what it is. Let's go back. Right. So do you remember what you said that when you zoom out fully, that the crawler tracks it looked like they were spinning, right? So the issue with that is a Giants engine issue. There is a setting in the mod, right, in the XML for, it's called the max update distance, right? So Giants have it set at a kind of a low number, right? So when you zoom out fully, right, and even from a further distance, it would look to the person observing it that the crawlers are actually spinning, right? But they're actually not. So what we did was we've increased the max update distance to 300, right? So basically that should eliminate the crawler tracks appearing as if they're spinning from a you know, a very, you know, very, you know, distance away. So if I zoom out now, so that's as far as I can zoom out. But you showed in your stream whereby you had it on a worker and he was much further distance away, and it looked like the crawlers are spinning. So the way we have it set up now, that should be fixed. The wobbling of the cart, that's a giant's issue. That, you know, that's just you'll see that on other carts and trailers. You know, when you're filling or emptying the cart, you know, it'll wobble a little bit, and the PTO is causing it as well. You know, the PTO spinning will cause that as well. So yeah, it's progressing along very, very nicely, and I think once the final product is done, so kind of the next thing that we're kind of working on. You have a gap here. Look, see the belts, right? You can see the belts, and they obviously spin, right? And there's one here, right? And there's one on the front. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a shop option. It's going to be like a protection grid, right? So for example, if you look at the base game Auger Wagon, the AmityTech, right? So this one has a piece at the front here protecting the you know, protecting the belts, you know, from you know, for someone, you know, accidentally putting their hand in there and get it chopped off. You know, it's a protection grid. We're going to be putting that into the mod. Now it's not in there at the moment, but you know, it'll be in there eventually. So that's kind of the next update to the mod. We're going to be taking a look at the crawler tracks. I'm going to try and see, can I get... So the base game AmityTech is using a Campso track, right? So it's a different crawler track than what the Roper here is using. So I'm going to try and get that in as a shop option. I'm going to have different crawler track options. It's not as simple as it sounds, because the Campso track will need to be specially modified, and the trailer will need to be specially modified to be able to work with the Campso track. So depending on how difficult it is, you know, I'm going to try and get in the different crawler track options if possible. And you know, I think once the mod is kind of fully done, it'll be very, very nice, high quality mod, error free, a lot of options, and I think people will like it, you know. Now, what is this worker doing? Why did he bloody miss a row, you idiot? What the hell is he doing? I mean, why does he have to reverse back like that? Why couldn't he just stop at the edge of the field? And, you know... I mean, are they drunk or... I mean, Jesus, I'm paying him enough freaking money, like... So as you can see there, Smitty, look. See the way we have it set up now? So in the unfolded position, you can fill the cart. So we changed that. It just simplifies the process, you know. So kind of the version you have, as you know, sir, it's like a two-step process to fill the bloody cart. You have to unfold it, and you have to pipe out. You know what I mean? So we simplified that. You know, it's I just thought it was a bit too complex for people. You know. So yeah, we will fix that. Sound schemes are in for all of these animations. Okay. Right, then we fold. So there you go. All the sounds are now in. The timings are all bang on and everything. So we have that in now. As I said, another thing I want to try and do, now I don't know if we're going to be using this particular card here. Let me show you this. Oh, move. What the hell? Why have I got 3 bloody cards? So we have the base game Amity card here. So, as you can see, this has, you know, pneumatic rams and that type of thing, and cabling and that, all that type of stuff. See all that shit there, look? So, basically, I'm hoping to get something like this onto the Ropa. So, on either side, you know, here and here, right? So that's kind of a that's going to be a bit more complex, because that, you know, there's a lot of animations and scripting involved with that. So I don't know if my game sim will be able to do it, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try get that shit. You know, I'm gonna try get that stuff into the cart, all that stuff there, you know, because it'll look cool, you know, and that's the way it would be in the real world. You know, you're gonna have, you know, hydraulic rams and everything. You know, controlling the actions and stuff. So that's kind of where we are at, my friends, with the Ropa root crop cart, and this thing works fine, as you can see. I like this mod. I think it looks very, very nice. He's done a very, very good job with the kind of the skin job in this thing. I want to be able to pipe out or unload. Why can I not pipe out? No. Am I getting no option to unload here? What the hell? That's a bit weird. Why am I getting no option to unload here? Okay, that's interesting. I own the field. So yeah, Smitty, you know, keep tipping away and keep, you know, using the cart, and you know, if you see any other issues, you know, absolutely report them. You know, Tony has been very, very helpful as well. He spotted stuff that that I didn't spot. You know what I mean? So between yourself and Tony, you know, we've caught things. You know what I mean? And you know, we're able to check things. You know, that type of way. Some stuff that you know, you guys notice are not necessarily a bug with the mod. It's more of a Giant's engine thing. You know what I mean? Aiden, how are you? How are things? Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that. So you know, some stuff are just related to the Giant's engine. You know, quirks in the Giant's engine, more so than actual bugs with a particular mod. You know, this is the kind of the trailer wobbling effect is. You know, just, you know, a Giant's quirk, as it were. I'm not doing too bad, no sir. Not doing too bad. We are just doing a little bit of testing here on various mods. We have this modified version of the Rostelmash Torum 770. I'm quite impressed with this mod. I think it looks very, very good. It's got no errors and everything seems to work in it, so that's very nice. So, you know, I think I'm going to be, what am I playing on? I'm playing on PC, sir. PC. I'm actually on a laptop. Give you the specs, I guess. So so those errors are from the exhaust extension mod. That can be ignored. So we're looking at the other mods to make sure that they're all error-free. And I've already tested these, so I know they are. So that one, see that warning performance? So that's from the Elm Creek map. That can be ignored as well. That's because my graphics settings are set to ultra. So I'm on a laptop. I have an Intel i5 11400H. See there, i5 11400H. 16 gigs of memory, Windows 10. I've got a laptop version of an RTX 3060. This is a 130 watt version GPU, so it's like the the full fat version. I've got a NVMe fast Gen 3 NVMe 1080p 60. I'm 15.6 inch. She's a 300 nits, 100% sRGB display. It's a high quality laptop display, basically. Originally it was €1,600. It was reduced to $920 in kind of a one-day type deal. Lenovo Legion. So when it dropped to $920, I basically bought it. It's kind of a one-day kind of thing, one-day deal, that type of thing. They had, like 5 units left in stock. They were brand new, but they were getting rid of them because, they were wanted to sell the next year's models, that type of thing. So yeah, I snapped it up. So very happy with the laptop. It's going very well. Unfortunately, Mr. Smitty there had a bit of a snafu this morning on his laptop. I hope, sir, you were able to resolve that issue. That was freaking hilarious. So yeah, there you go, my friends. Just kind of a quick kind of overview of some of the mods that I've collected over the last few days. I haven't looked at this particular mod yet, though. I might save this for another stream. This is kind of an old school forage wagon, as you can see, look. It's got multiple wheel options. It's got a dual wheel setup. Look at this, look. So singles, wides, duals. The dual wheels are very, very nice, look. You've got different manufacturer labels. So you have Krone. So these are all different kind of Krone brands. Look, Klaas, Deutzfahr, Mengele, Pottinger, Agrar, Steyr, Trumag. So there's a load of different, loads and loads of different kind of brands. You can change the kind of the color here as well. Look, you can change the kind of the top part as well. Look, all various options, grid options, that type of thing. Design options. There's a lot of different stuff going on in this thing. It's got stuff inside as well. So yeah, it's a very, very nice mod, and the log is clean as well now. You can change the color up and that type of thing. So that, once again, is from the quote-unquote dodgy websites. If you're into this type of thing, I thought it was an interesting looking old kind of forge wagon design. And it's got some nice options on it as well. So I'm not gonna, demonstrate it. You can kind of get the idea. It's a forge wagon at the end of the day, but it's an interesting older kind of design, and it's a good mod. So yeah, that's the Krone Turbo 3500. You can get that from filebase.de or the usual other quote-unquote dodgy websites. So that's that there. And yeah, I think, my friends, that is where we are going to call it. So I don't know. Did I send you the new horse trailer from my game Steam, Smitty? If not, I will send you to. But this is it here. Look, very nice. Holds 12 horses. Very cool. Right, my friends, I'm going to end the stream there. I think that's enough from me. Been waffling on now for the last, let me see my time, for the last hour and 35 minutes. So I'm going to say thank you all very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. And God willing, we shall see you again on the next stream, whenever that may be. But for right now, take care. Bye bye.